Okay, sounds good. I appreciate your time, and hopefully some of what I shared with you will help you decide on whether or not you'd like to purchase. So I look forward to working with you, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Man, I just got off the phone with this guy that's been renting for the last several years, and he still thinks that renting is a good deal for him. What I want to share with you guys is my own journey in homeownership, because the first house that I purchased almost 10 years ago today, I have about $150,000 of equity in my property. So the reason why I mentioned that is because at the time that I bought my house, the market was crashing. You know, the media was just talking about that Las Vegas is the hotbed of foreclosures, don't buy real estate, the sky is falling, but I needed a place to live. My dad pushed me and said, you need to buy a house. So I bought a house. The place that I purchased, I paid $175,000 for the home. And in its peak, it was probably sold for $370,000, $380,000. So still, I got it at a discount. Now, I still have the house to this day, and I've never really kept up with its property values. I would check here and there on Zillow and stuff like that, but at the bottom, the home probably dropped to about $120,000. So, you know, at that moment, if I were to sell, I would have lost money. But needed a place to live. It worked for me. I had some roommates and stuff over the years, but you know, it was always my house. So the reason why I share that with you is, if I would have listened to the media, if I would have listened to countless other people that said, don't buy a house, don't buy real estate, I would have not been able to accumulate that $150,000 in equity in my property. Now, renting isn't for everybody, and I strongly believe that real estate can help you build wealth. Because even over the last 10 years, there's no way I would have been able to save up, you know, $150,000, $200,000 in just extra cash laying on the side in order for me to go and invest and do something. So all of you that are renting right now, I know that homeownership seems like a big, hairy goal that you sometimes you just don't even want to acknowledge, but a lot of the clients that we speak to on a daily basis, they're struggling, right? They don't have a massive savings that they can go and invest and do other things and grow their wealth. But I think if you can look at real estate as an investment vehicle, you need a place to live regardless. And I think we can all agree that rents have been only increasing here in Las Vegas and probably across the country. So if your rent's increasing, but yet if you can get a mortgage that's a fixed payment, that can then help you build wealth and accumulate equity over time, I don't think there's any other vehicle out there that can help you do that. And like I said, a lot of the people that we're talking to, it's not like they have an extra $200,000 in a checking account or a savings account, let alone a retirement account that's sitting there for them. So if you're not currently saving up that kind of money or putting that money away, I think real estate is something you strongly have to look at, because as your rents increased and as we ran into this COVID problem and shutdown, rents for the most part were still due. Now, if I was in a position that I couldn't make my mortgage payment and I didn't want to do the forbearance, I could have sold my house. I could have cashed out 150 grand and called it a day, and I could have rented and I would have been perfectly fine. However, if I was renting and I was in that situation, I'm now begging my landlord to let me skip a payment. Let me skip 2 months. And now if I'm not making, getting any money from work, how else am I gonna live? So real estate is not only to help you guys build wealth, but it's almost a lifeline or a nest egg in some instances that we have that ability to maybe sell the home, or I can get a home equity line of credit that I can then survive off of to help my family out. So for those of you that are renting, I strongly urge you to speak with a lender to really understand, how does purchasing a home help you build wealth? If you like this information, you like this video, hit the like button, comment, subscribe. Let us know if you have specific questions that you have in terms of buying or renting. And if you like this video, keep watching, because we're gonna share another story about one of our other clients that wasted $90,000 in rent. I'll catch you in the next one.